All rise for the pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilman Alvarez, absent. Councilman Larka.
Here.
Councilman Lord.
Here.
Councilman O'Connor.
Here.
Supervisor Hay.
Here. Notations of the exits in the front and the rear and electronic device. Please put it on vibrate. Tonight, we will open with a public hearing for the 2022 town budget. Make a motion, to open the public hearing, and waive the reading of the notice.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. The public to speak to the budget? We don't have a big audience tonight. Gentlemen, we've all reviewed it. Everyone's pretty much made their comments on it, and the public seems to be possibly happy with it, that they read that it's a minus 1% increase. Carmel to beat us, but maybe next year.
Can I ask a question?
Go.
The Brewster Library amount that's in the budget, that's the amount that they get?
That's
As
the
of
amount
now.
they're currently getting,
Okay,
and I did put a contingency if it were to pass.
okay. And, cool. Thank you.
Okay? Okay, seeing no public comment, I'll make a motion to close the public hearing. Is there a second?
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, next item on the agenda is the work session. John O'Connor and I had a discussion, probably 2 years ago at least, about the various entrance points into the town of Southeast and about signage. So when you're coming into town, there were we had probably 5 or 6 good-sized one, nice-looking signs, and over a period of time, they disappear, got excessive graffiti, and right now we have none. But I know one thing, we didn't have 33 of them. So coming into the town of Southeast, whether it's from, Carmel, Patterson, Danbury, North Salem, whatever route, there's 7 county signs, county roads that come into the town. There's 8 state roads, entrance points, and there's 18 town roads. So it's a total of 33 signs. Now, the goal would be to put one on every road. Now, I spoke to John O'Connor earlier this evening about the signs. I will check with the county to verify that we can put them at the borders, and if there's any regulation we have to follow, we will do that. I will ask the same of the state. I will ask the state if they put up the signs, or do we put it up, if there's any funding for them, and if not, we will pay for the funding. But we will check out all aspects to make it as inexpensive as possible and to put up as many as possible. But what I'd like to talk to you tonight about, what would you like the sign to say? Now, I was out today, some say welcome to, some just say the name of the town. So here's one that says, welcome, I put it on your thing, welcome to Greensboro, Seat the Limit. So it could be, say, welcome, town of Southeast, just the word Southeast. And what do we want to say?
Well, if I may, and I can always defer to our esteemed colleague, the highway superintendent, who's here tonight, who's very familiar with the manual on uniform traffic control devices, which outlines the sign recommendations and regulations for that sort of thing. So the identifier signs that I mentioned, like on Danbury Road, because that is a federal road, as it's US 6 and 202 and 22 at that point. The state has put up a MUTCD type sign that just is green with white lettering reflective with a white reflective border on it. That's a rectangle about this big that just
What does
says
it say?
Southeast. That's
Just
all it
Southeast.
says.
And I
it's-
have
and
no
it's
problem with that.
Facing, the state
Coming-
border with Connecticut, so as you come in, you realize you're in Southeast. And I believe there's another one of those as you're headed northbound on 684, just north of the Hardscrabble Road exit 8, which also says the same thing.
They will be consistent. However, if we needed a bigger one on 84, whatever, we can do that accordingly.
Well, like I said, the 84 one's there already is by the state, because the troopers need to know
Okay.
who they're writing the ticket for, which court, actually.
Maybe I
So-
travel too often, I never see that one. But
Yeah.
I'll go, whatever it is, we will check it out beforehand. So, the word southeast only? I'm good for that.
I like this one.
Yeah, it's more expensive.
Okay. Well,
You
then
got
go
gold-plated ones.
with
I mean,
the, go
come on.
with, go with the cheaper one then.
No.
I like welcome to. It's a little softer.
What's wrong with southeast? That's soft.
Welcome to Southeast.
Okay. John? Is John here? John Lord?
Yeah, I like Welcome to Southeast, yeah.
Okay, welcome to
What do you-
South.
what do you-
You know, again, I'm familiar with those signs, and I know they're recommended, you know, or at least the minimum requirement. So if we peruse the MUTCD, we probably see that there may be alternative signs that they allow. So if we can research that.
Mike, help me out with that? Not now, but, but, you know, let's look it up. So would you say, welcome to Southeast?
It should say town of Southeast.
It might, yeah, I mean, it might say town, because like you're
Do you
not
want-
denoting if it's a village. You know, you can see actually the Village of Brewster signs, I believe, are like on 22 and
I like
coming in
that
on Route
too.
6 from.
But it says Village of Brewster.
Yeah.
Well, they
Yes,
have some,
because
they have
they're-
they have a fancy one too, but it's
There's
small.
one by the gazebo that just says Village of Brewster.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so welcome to, is it Town of Southeast or Southeast?
If it can be town of Southeast, I would say town of Southeast, but I'll defer to Mike and,
Oh, I'm quite sure it can.
okay. I would say welcome to the town of Southeast.
Would we be doing these signs ourselves? or-
Yes.
So Mike would be doing it or somebody?
Well, when you say, we'll get them made up and then we will ask Mike to help install them.
Okay, cool.
And Mike has been very helpful in installing a lot of things in town. And thank you, by the way. He keeps busy with his stuff and we give him extra stuff and it all gets done. Okay. Okay, so welcome to Town of Southeast. Now, do we want a two-face sign or a single-face? When they're leaving, say, thanks for coming, or what do you want to do?
That's more money, right?
Yeah, but you already spent all this money, let's go for a couple more pennies.
Okay, hope you had a good time.
Now, do we want a double face or just welcome to?
I'm fine with single face.
Yes.
I hate to say goodbye, that's why.
Okay,
So,
okay, single face,
Till we meet again.
okay. 84, okay. That's it. So what I'll do is I'll do the research, find out what we need to do, and pretty much I'll identify what sizes we're gonna have. Mike and I measured the other day, it was 20 by 30, but with what we're asking for, it may have to be made a little bit bigger. We'll find out, go out for the best price as always. John, yes, John?
Yeah.
He's going out for the best price. See, you guys yell at me because
That's
I'm
a
too-
Democratic,
Gotta get three quotes,
Democratic
right?
Party.
I'm not a Democrat, but believe
No,
me,
but
I pinch
we-
pennies.
we're-
You
we
pinch
are.
pennies?
Right, Democratic Party. Yeah, that's-
You pinch pennies? Nah, okay, anyway. Okay, so we'll work on that and we'll get it done as soon as possible. Okay,
Excellent.
Cool.
I'll make a motion now to go into the regular portion of the meeting.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, I'll waive the reading of the correspondence. Approval of the voucher list, $830,598.19. So moved.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Waive the reading of the budget transfers.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Setting of the meeting dates and public hearings. All meetings will be held at 1360 Route 22, Brewster, New York, at 7 p.m. unless otherwise noted. Thursday, November 4th, 2021, and Thursday, November 18th, 2021. So move for discussion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And number 5, last item on the agenda is the supervisor's report. As you know, we just finished the budget. We did well this year. Hope to do well again next year. And we're right on target with, actually, we're over with some of the revenues being brought in by the courts. You know, COVID's ended, and we're doing the plea by mail, so that's helped the bottom line tremendously for the courts. And everything else is pretty much what we budgeted, so we're in good shape.
Great.
Good.
Okay.
Thanks.
You gonna do that on the record?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Public comment?
Mike Burdick, Town of Southeast Highway Superintendent. We may want to consider, I know that we did it in the past on some of the county roads. I know that Drewville Road coming in, I think Farm to Market Road coming in, there was a bigger sign on some of the county roads. It was a much fancier, but it was a wooden sign, so it ended up rotting out and falling down. But there were a few roads that we picked, that the town had picked, that they had put bigger signs that said, you know, welcome to the town of Southeast. And then there were, you know, other signs that just said, you know, like John said, on the state roads, they would just say Southeast or town of Southeast, you know, not the welcome to. So it's just something to consider when we're, you know, doing the signs. Maybe pick a few spots where there's people coming in that we may want to put a little bit bigger sign, and then other spots where we would just put, you know,
Well, the
on the-
more heavily traveled roads, per
Yeah.
se.
That makes sense. Like,
Yeah,
like
on-
state line doesn't need a.
yeah, on some of the smaller town roads,
No, the small
know,
town
it's-
roads are gonna be small.
yeah, and smaller county road, you know, I think a big one is like Milltown Road. I know Milltown Road is a heavily traveled road, so we could put you know, welcome to the town of Southeast there, where it's, you know, and then Drewville Road. There's a few, you know, they picked out a few, there were a few big ones where we had bigger signs.
Yeah,
That's all.
22 by
Yeah.
Croton Falls, coming
Yeah,
in from Croton
yeah.
Falls.
That's it. Just something to consider.
I don't know why people steal them, but they do steal them, and we don't have to worry about wood now. It's all made of plastic that looks like wood.
Are the signs set up on the actual point where the town
Yeah,
line
well-
starts?
Within reason, we have a Google map, we know where the line is. We're not gonna hire a surveyor to place each one, so we will be off by a foot or 10 feet, but they'll know they're in the town.
Usually, though, from talking from experience, and he'll back me up on this, where the pavement changes color is, in that area, is usually right where the line is, right, Mike?
And if you know, I mean, if anything, you're gonna go 10 feet onto town southeast.
Yeah.
You're usually gonna go.
I'm just thinking of Town of Southeast sign on Drewville Road. That was like in the middle of that straightaway, and I
Yeah.
didn't know that the Town of Southeast town line was there. I thought it might be where the reservoir.
Well, it's
started.
kind, isn't it along, right at the reservoir, like they can't put it there? We'll put it in a convenient location, but if it's in the reservoir out by where you live there, I don't know exactly where the line is. We will find out where it is.
Cool.
But if it's right on that straightaway, where there's a guardrail and nothing but, and water, we would come to this side and do it.
Good. No, it's understandable. I just wondered if there was a requirement that it be on the actual town line.
No,
That's cool.
no. If there is, we're not doing it. I mean, go out there and survey every property, that won't happen. Okay. We're in the town board comment, I guess.
Yeah, I
know
Yeah.
you've got something, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention that there's one of the referendums on the ballot is for the library, looking for an increased amount of money. Shall the annual contribution of the town of Southeast for the operating budget of the Brewster Public Library be in the amount of $420,000 annually? I'm not sure how many years ago it was that they went out to referendum for their last increase. Prior to that, it was what the town gave them without going to the public for approval. And I don't recall the library coming to us and providing an explanation for why they need an increase, and just don't understand it.
Well, they did not. They went, I guess, directly to the public. They circulated a petition, which they're allowed to do.
Right?
And this year with the COVID requirements, it was really a minimal amount of signatures. What was it?
19
One-
or something.
Was it 1% or 0.1%? It was really low. It was under, I think, 50 signatures. So they got the required signatures and it goes on the ballot.
Yeah, no, I was wondering, because I also just went to the website today, and I didn't see anything on the website explaining why they're looking for an increase. And I did see something, highlights from the year of 2019, 2020, but nothing for this year. So I'm just
Disappointed.
bewildered, not certain why they need the money, why they haven't come to the public asking for it or explaining what is needed, and disappointed. Anyway, thanks. If anyone knows where this information is available,
Thank you, John.
I'd be
It's not-
interested to see
So you're saying
it.
it's not on their website?
I didn't see it on their website,
Okay.
but I'd like more information before I'm ready to vote for it. So that's my comment.
How many more days do you have to find that out? Well,
Next week, really, if I want to vote early.
Week after, yep. Okay, well, we can't answer that question.
Okay, no, cool, I just,
Okay.
thank you.
John, anything?
Yes, and you and I have been talking about it before, so some good news, the bridge the bridge on Sodom Road over the East Branch Reservoir connector there is scheduled to reopen most likely on or about November 20th at this point. So that'll be open to all traffic at that time, barring any unforeseen circumstances, but, we were hopefully going to get that paved, and it seems that they're about to do that shortly. So they got the abutments done, I think, the other day, and everything's on schedule or ahead of schedule for reopening, so that's a good thing.
Do you know if that bridge will be actually paved or will be concrete?
Actually, I don't know. It might even have a layer over it.
Concrete.
So it's just going to be solely concrete?
It's a concrete deck, yeah.
Okay, so there you have it. Ask the guy who really knows.
Eric?
So,
Yeah, Scott Seaman from the Brewster Central School District just texted me and asked me if I would remind people that there is a public forum on October 28th at 6:30 to 8 p.m. To bring up any topic, I guess, and go to their website to register if you'd like to join. So October 28th at 6:30. Thanks.
Is it Zoom?
No, the location will be determined upon registration numbers, and all COVID protocol will be followed.
Cool.
That was it.
Okay. We're talked out. Okay.
motion
I'll
closed.
entertain a motion.
Motion to close the meeting?
Is there a
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you all for coming.
Thank you.